This occurred around 3 years ago. It was late at night, around 23 o'clock. I pulled over to a parking place to unwind and make a private phone call to a buddy. As I approached the parking spot, I noticed this dark figure staring at me. I thought it was either an elderly gentleman seeking assistance or a practical joke done by a lonely teenager. I remained staring at him for a minute, and he did not move a single muscle in his body. As a result, I parked the car. I step out of the car, but I see he's still standing there, staring at me. This is where I became a little frightened. "What do you want?" I shouted. There was no response. He then fixed his focus on me. There was nothing but silence. This is when I started to get a little frightened out. He was in that spot, standing still, literally. He was in that position even before I got into the parking spot. So I keep staring at him for another 10 minutes. He does nothing and remains still. I started shivering at this point, since he gave me demon vibes. I had the impression he wasn't human. He started doing something strange as soon as he realized I was having these feelings. He suddenly starts crawling in a squat stance, but at a very low level. His butt nearly touched the ground. This is when I started to panic. He squatted down and began slowly approaching me, crawling with his hands and feet. My adrenaline kicked in, and I dashed to my car, reverse the car, and then I turn on the headlights and point them at him. This crazy jinn was so quick that he ran from tree to tree in total darkness. I realized I was dealing with a jinn at this point. He walked quickly from tree to tree, hiding himself. Then I waited and waited for him to show, but he never did.